Hi there, welcome to my channel. A few months ago, I did an unboxing and review of the Hori Split Pad Pro, which at the time only had a Daemon X Machina version. So in all honesty, I never played the game, but this was also the only Nintendo officially licensed item of its kind for the Nintendo Switch. So basically full-size Joy-Cons for handheld mode. Despite the Hori Split Pad Pro's limitations such as no NFC reader, no vibration, and it can't be used wirelessly, just to list a few of the things it can't do, this still became my favorite Nintendo Switch accessory for playing in handheld mode, mainly because it gave my grown-up hands Joy-Cons with better ergonomics compared to those little flimsy Joy-Cons, and bonuses such as programmable back buttons and turbo. With all of that said, when I found out that they released new colors and themes, I had to pick up this Pikachu and Eevee edition, because besides Animal Crossing, I am a huge Pokemon fan, and since Sugarberry Smash and myself have our own Switches, I felt that her console needed a Split Pad Pro as well too. So before we take a look at the Pokemon Pikachu and Eevee Nintendo Switch Split Pad Pro, and that is a tough tongue twister, but that's what it says on the box, so but anyway, first disclaimer, if you're looking for a how-to or a tutorial regarding the sign and turbo buttons, feel free to click the card above to my original Hori Split Pad Pro video and forward to about 7 minutes and 11 seconds in that video to see how to set that up. That video goes into much more detail regarding those features, and I'll also leave a link in the description of this video for those who want to check it out after. But with that said, let's take a look at the box, and looking at the box right from the start, it is much smaller than the original Daemon X Machina version that I bought earlier this year, but I believe came out at the end of 2019. So, like with most Hori branded products, the design is very simple. It uses the Nintendo Switch's color scheme, and a huge image of their product is pretty much labeled everywhere. And sadly, minimal Pokemon or other designs on the box. On the front, you just saw Pikachu and Eevee in the top right hand corner, so that's a bit unfortunate. Mainly for us box collectors out there that love displaying all of our boxes. Anyway, let's get this open and see what the Split Pad Pro looks like in person. I just hope it looks just as vibrant as it does in all of the pictures that I've seen of it online. Also, for those wondering, this was released on October 30th of this year, and it retails for $59.99. So it's not the cheapest accessory, please keep that in mind. And there's also a black and gold Pikachu version for those who are just mainly Pikachu fans. Moving on to the contents of the box, we have the Joy-Cons, which look amazing in person, so I'm very relieved and happy, and a set of instructions. But we're going to take a closer look at each side, and we'll start with the right Joy-Con. So the most noticeable thing on this right side Joy-Con is the sketch-like drawing of Eevee, which was one of the main pulls that actually got me to buy this, because Sugarberry Smash loves Eevee, so this is perfect for her Switch setup. There's also some bits of confetti-looking designs that are pink, orange, and black on the controller, along with one of my favorite color patterns of mint and brown. So this looks a lot like the KK Slider controller I showed off on my channel when Animal Crossing New Horizons first came out, and all of the face buttons match traditional Joy-Cons, and there's an assign and turbo button on the bottom. Here's the plus button, you can't really see with this lighting. And lastly, let me flip it over and show you the shoulder and trigger button right there, along with the FR button on the back, which is the programmable button. So here's another note about this device. The assign or program buttons can only be programmed to their respected sides. So the right back button can only program anything on the right side Joy-Con, so any of the face buttons, A, B, X, Y, pressing in the right analog stick, the shoulder, the trigger, so anything on that right side. And the same thing goes for the left side. So that's a slight disappointment. But anyway, so this next thing might be a pro for some people, it might be a con for others. These things are very light. So in pounds, they're only 0.166 pounds, in kilograms 0.074, and in ounces 2.57 ounces. So they are very, very light. I didn't get to do this on camera, but Joy-Cons that come with the Nintendo Switch are about 1.8 ounces, so these aren't that much heavier. So here's the inside of it and what it looks like when it attaches to the Switch. And here's a good look at the left-hand side, which has Pikachu. So it's kind of cute. Pikachu's kind of staring at Eevee and they're just looking at each other. So it's really cute. And regarding the analog sticks, they feel slightly bigger than the Nintendo Switch Pro controller's analog sticks, but they feel slightly looser, like there's less resistance when maneuvering them around. I've used my own Split Pad Pro to play Splatoon and Warface and other games that need decent analog sticks, so shooters and third-person shooters, and I've enjoyed how these feel when playing those kind of games. I've also used these for Mario Kart, and they help me perform much better compared to using traditional Joy-Cons when I want to play in handheld mode, and I think the bigger size just makes a huge difference for me, and these two virtually weigh the same. And very quickly, let me show what these look like in comparison to traditional Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons. And since it's a Pokemon themed type of day, here are my Joy-Cons with Mewtwo decals, and right away you can see the size difference. These are just so much larger than the original Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons. So keep that in mind if you're interested in purchasing these. So to continue with the theme, here's my Switch with the rest of my Mewtwo decal. I know it's not going to match, but I don't care. But we have Eevee on the right side and Pikachu on the left side, and here's what the whole unit looks like. And it looks so good. I'm so excited to show these to Sugarberry Smash when she gets home from work. She's gonna love them. They look so cute. Her favorite color scheme. Loves Eevee. Loves Pokemon as well too. And it's just gonna be so perfect for her Switch. I'm so excited to give it to her. So it's functional and everything is responsive, but if you want to see a full walkthrough on how to use this device and set up its features, make sure to click the link in the description of this video to see the original Hori Split Pad Pro video that I did earlier this year, and I'll go over all of that there. But with that said, my last test is for all of you out there who want to see this thing docked, and yup, your Switch can be docked with these controllers attached. And there it is, Isabelle is up on the TV screen, and I know this was a wasted opportunity to get Pokemon Shield up there, but anyway, here's what the Split Pad Pro looks like when it's docked. It looks a bit silly because it's so large, but at least you don't have to remove the little Split Pad Pros to charge your Switch, so everything's set up there and you can always be ready to go. But let me take everything apart, or let me remove the dock from its plugs, and this is what the back of it looks like. And there it is. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy days to spend some time with me. With that, if this video interested you in any way, feel free to check out these others, and if you really enjoyed hanging out with me today, please consider subscribing to be the first to know when I upload something new. With that said, I'll see you all soon. Please stay safe out there.